Hello everyone. We are from Group 24. Today we're gonna present about Netflix for our coursework in organization and strategy. My name is Andryan Herjanto and my friend Alayna, Bhumik, Kittiphich, and Munzil. In this slide, there are several slides that we're gonna discuss. First of all is company background. Second is Porter 5 Force, RBV or resource based view, and RIO analysis. Fourth is business strategy. Fifth is Netflix strategy direction. And then in the last slide, we're going to talk the summarize all of the slides. Next. First of all, Netflix began their service from DVD by mail service into SVOD in 2007. And in July 2020, they gained 26 million subscribers during COVID time. So it definitely still keep growing. In 2019, Netflix report subtling and doubling available in more than 30 languages. They are most popular SVOD in the industry. In 2021, surveys said that 47.1% people choose Netflix as their favorite SVOD and Amazon Prime in the second place. According to Guardian, in 2022, the number of annual revenue only from UK subscribers is £1.4 billion. Next.
Yeah, in industry and sector analysis, we are talking about the SVOD industry. In this, we are choosing Netflix industry. For industry analysis, we choose a Porter 5 Forces framework. It was created by Mitchell Porter, a Harvard professor in 1979. It is used for the determine the competitive intensity of industry, as well as the another purpose is the analyze the business potential for growth and profitability. As per the figure, we are showing the 5 forces. We are discussing the next slide. Next. Yeah. The first one is the threat of new entrants is a medium. Because of there are some factors. First one is the regulation. Netflix must abide by different regulations in the different countries. They have the already established companies that not difficult to compare the new startup companies. In budget and capital and scalability, in this factor we have to consider in the new extensive capital investment is the most required, and also securing funding and loans are required for the new startups. The quality of content being generated by production houses has increased, making it easier to scale. That's why the Netflix is the medium for that. Third one is the barrier to entry and the time to entry. It means the right time is the most valuable for the all companies, because it's not enough for the design on app, but it also important to manage the supply and demand for the customers. And we already know about the already established entertainment business. That's why the low barriers to the entry. In the next forces is the bargaining power of suppliers. First one is the number of suppliers. It means that there are many substitutes of the suppliers in this SVOD industries. They provide the like movie contents, documentaries, and other format of the video. And also as a result of this dependence on supplier, Netflix has started producing its own original content, which is accounted for the 40% now. Switching cost to the new suppliers. In this previous year, one incident is a new streaming series is the Friends, but in the some of time their suppliers is the switching, and they have to decided about the broadcast in the other platforms. That why the Netflix lost the contracts and lost the avenue sales. And your value to suppliers means supplier have several alternative to select if the Netflix decided not to stream on their platform. And now let's discuss the next.
Okay, the next one is the bargaining power of buyers. Due to the numerous streaming services available in today's market, the power has shifted to the buyers, or in Netflix, the buyers are the subscribers. The viewers' buying power is high because the suppliers are always looking for ways to make the contents that fit. So basically, the major factors of bargaining power of buyers are content production and a willingness to pay. In Netflix, if the buyers are powerful, then they can demand Netflix to lower their subscription costs. The fourth is the threat of substitutes. In Netflix, their substitute is YouTube. YouTube offers streaming video on demand, similar service with Netflix. One of the most important factors that we can conclude from the threat of substitutes is the price ratio. YouTube offers cheaper subscription costs than Netflix. That's why the threat of substitutes in Netflix is medium. The last one is rivalry among existing competitors. It is high because Netflix has a few large competitors like Amazon Prime, HBO Go, and Disney Hotstar. They offer similar products and services. The big difference is they offer different prices for their subscription. However, Netflix has to offer something different from the competitors if they want to stay in the market. For example, Netflix has a couple of movies and series that they are originally produced. It is going to be a big threat for Netflix if they cannot provide better products and services. So we can conclude that from the Porter's five forces, the SVOD industry is a high competitive industry because of the more competitors, lower cost of subscription, limited suppliers, and the revenue depends on the subscribers. And lastly, even if there are only a few companies in this industry, it is still an attractive industry because there are also some local companies joining this industry. Next.
Okay, so we already talked about the Porter 5 force. Why we need to talk about a resource-based view? According to Donalan and Rutledge, we have to look the internal factor and external factor or the industry to find the sustainable competitive advantage for Netflix. So what is resource? Resource definitely defined as what Netflix have, and capability is defined as what Netflix do. In this presentation, we already defined two resources for Netflix. First one, their huge share of market for their database. In by 2020, they reached 200 million subscribers. Second resource is their original content. They spend 5.6 billion US dollars just to produce their original content. Next.
All right. So for the capability, in order to know the capability, there is two different type of capability. The first one is threshold, which is which requirement which can threshold is the requirement for a product to enter the market. For media industry is it accessible in mobile, laptop, and many many electronic. And for distinctive is how factor that make the product unique. Like for Netflix, the original product. For the capability, with the huge data, Netflix can know which country will subscribe more to Netflix, and Netflix can prioritize it to focus to that country by adding subtitle and dub or even movie that they really like. For the open market, due to the success in Squid Game, this will open many film or TV series creative team to propose their idea to Netflix, which make Netflix can get more original content.
For the real analysis, we provide three high-strength competitive advantage for Netflix. The first one, recommendation system by using a huge database to learn about people preference for the value. Yes, because it makes customer interest in watching more movie as a their preference without wasting time choosing it. And for the rarity, yes, Netflix on a specific metric and continuously develop its algorithm with input from users all around the world. And for immutability, yes, Netflix use dozens of algorithms worth $1 billion and keep them updated by learning from their customer. And for organization, yes, the company continually supplement algorithm approach with insight, all equal to sustain competitive advantage. And the next strategy is show right in 190 countries with traditional show, including subtitle and dub in certain countries. For the value, yes, it encourages customers to watch local content in local for global, not just simply local for local. And for variety is no. Another streaming also aiming to distribute local content to global market too. And for imitability, no. For example, Disney Plus also try to expand the content into global market. And for the organization, yes, the Netflix carefully observe each country regarding streaming preference, all equal to competitive parity. And for the RAS strategy, uh, content that suit the customer needs with lower cost production. Uh, in the value, yes, Netflix able to respond consumer social concern for strong female read from their various content. For variety, yes, some movie are full Netflix original, which mean they own the movie and are exclusively available on Netflix. And for the imitability, no. Netflix series, Umbrella Academy, SBO Watchmen series, or Amazon Prime The Boys series, and Invisible are all sharing the same superhero movie plot. And for the organization, yes, it spent 5.6 billion US dollar to produce original content, all equal to temporary competitive advantage. Next, please.
All right. So for the Netflix current strategy, for the creation, they have their own movie, an exclusive movie. And for its configuration, Netflix has three different themes, such as functional, geographical, and production. Functional work by deciding which movie that is good for Netflix, and geographical is the one who manage country, like which country have prefer this kind of movie and which country is good for Netflix to start their business at. And lastly, the production is controlling regarding the movie or series is really good, bring any effect or not to Netflix. And for how Netflix earn their money, they only earn it by from the subscription. They doesn't have any advertisement, and the only advertisement they have is promoting their own movie. Even they willingly do that by reducing some their price in over 30 countries in order to gain the market. In conclusion, in Bowman's strategy, Netflix is hybrid strategy because if they need to reduce their costs, and also they also need to promote their product, which is a high quality movie and TV series, which is really related with what hybrid strategy is. And for the Netflix strategy direction, even though Netflix only produce movie, they also have a Netflix game, but it's only available in mobile. However, according to WS, they're planning to expand their Netflix game to other market, which is like a console game and a PC computer game, which conclude that Netflix is trying to promote their new product, which is Netflix game, to a new market, which is console and computer game.
So here's to summarize all of our discussion today. First, although many players in SVOD industry, Netflix is also the most and still the most popular streaming service in industry because of their competitive strategy and competitive advantage and one of the first player in this industry. Second, this industry is high competitiveness. Subscribers have many options to switch between other streaming service media. And movie creator or content creator have many options to choose where they want to put their content on. Third, recommendation by use a huge database to learn about people preference is one of Netflix's sustainable competitive advantage. Fourth, they use a hybrid strategy as their competitive strategy. They compete in the content quality only. And last of all, they are planning to enter new market within the new product, which is a gaming industry. That's all for today's presentation. Okay, here's the reference for our coursework. Next one. And thank you for your attention.